Okay, welcome back here. This the modification that I made to my window plate, like I said I was going to do. Finally got here yesterday, or day before yesterday, and got everything hooked up. It's been fairly decent weather. Like I said, what I was doing, like I've already got before on my box here. Of course, I've got the overhangs to help keep this insulation from getting wet on both of this, and there's my last year's box, same thing. I put one on it. I did have a piece of flashing, but I took it off, and so here's my awning that I built and put on here. This thing, I think it's going to work out very well for me. I just had to wrap my drill a little hole in my plate, so I'm not sure about no rain getting in there, but as far as me, I don't think I'm going to have to worry at all about any rain at all getting in here. So as before, I don't know if you can see this, I was taking duct tape and actually sealed it to the plate, but after a while this duct tape starts coming loose, and of course the rain and I guess the snow that settles on here finally starts absorbing into the insulation and getting inside here and ruining the outside sleeve part. But hopefully now with this modification I've made, I won't have that problem no more. This was a very tight fit. As you can see in my window here, actually when I put it in, because it goes from the inside out, that way it seals to my window. But I had actually a little up here on the edge, there was like a little piece sticking out, like a little eave, so I had to trim it off, and it still wouldn't fit in my window. So I actually had to come out here, and I didn't like doing it, but I will touch this up. But I've actually had to go in and actually trim the plastic piece off my window, and this is a very tight fit in here. Something that I should have done before I got all my frame welded up. I should have double checked my measurements, but I didn't, so that's what I had to do. Either that or go and rebuild another awning, which I didn't want to do, so I just kind of made window, and everything fits perfect. Very nice. So this is something I would highly recommend anyone doing if they're building these things, to keep the weather from ruining your ductwork, because rain gets in there. I did have, I think the year before last, I had a bunch of water that settled in here and it froze. It will ruin that plastic. But that's what I've done. I've got everything hooked up, and I'm really satisfied this year. I've live and learn from your mistakes, and I'm pretty sure there's more little tweaks and things that I can do this thing. I'd really like to have something that would actually cover all of this, cover all my ductwork outside, because I'd say eventually the sun and weather will start getting this plastic, and it probably will start dry rotting it and probably falling apart. But these are the same ones that I had on from last year. Everything seems to be okay with it. It's not fragile plastic, it's like brand new. So hopefully these things will last quite a few years before I have to replace them, unless I come up with a totally different setup to get these put together closer, or maybe just do a totally different setup. But for right now, this is what I've got. It's not too bad out here. I've got my little thermostat where I can just look straight out my window, so I don't have to come out to my garage no more to see what the weather is out here. It's about 51, almost 52 degrees out here. Got my little windmill spinning. it's not really spinning very fast at all, but I think it's putting out about 2 or 3 amps right now. But I did have a video on it showing that it was actually hitting 17 to 18 amps on a fairly windy day. So I was very pleased to see those numbers. But I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the charge controller from it and hook my solar panels up to it and get me a 12-volt wind turbine to hook up to that thing, and use this one for grid tie when I get one for it. But anyway, that's another video. But yeah, that's what I've got for now, and thanks for watching.